So it's almost the end of January and the devs have finally spoke to us. Kinda. Wasn't exactly what any of us wanted to hear, but hey, some information is better than none, I suppose. So the devs had a Play with the Community stream this past Friday, and needless to say, they found their audience to be pretty restless. But before we go into that, as always, if you like the video, please hit that like button and share the video around. And if you're new to the channel, I cover Avengers all the time. And if you just hit that subscribe button and tap the bell in order to stay up to date, and be sure to check out my Twitch channel as well, where I play Avengers on console and PC all the time with friends and the rest of the community. But now that that's all out of the way, let's talk about this dev stream. So right out of the gate, they told us they wouldn't have any information on Hawkeye at the moment. Great. But thankfully, Phil did comment on a few things as far as release dates and the lack of a roadmap for this game, stating that they didn't want to give ironclad dates on things, and then those dates show up and the content isn't ready. I can understand this to a point, but this is something I have harped on before. People will be more forgiving of stuff like this if you just talk to the community more. However, Phil continued on, stating that most likely the next piece of content we were going to be getting was going to be the cloning labs, stating that the mission itself is done and ready to go. The only thing holding it up was making sure multiplayer crashes didn't happen during the mission. I have some sympathy on this one. Picture this. Cloning labs is a long mission, and it was basically described as a mini raid. Imagine getting all the way to the end of the mission and a crash happens. And now you have to do the whole thing over again. I don't know about you, but I would be Hulk levels of pissed if that happened to me. So yeah, sure. Hold off until that's fixed by all means. One of the other things that they did mention, however, was that of MCU skins in New Game Plus. They informed that the New Game Plus was currently in QA. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but then again, I'm making a YouTube video, so I have to go with the assumption that you don't. If something is in QA, or quality assurance, it's basically at the final stage and it's almost ready to be released to the public. So I would assume that we're going to be seeing that pretty soon in the next month or so. Now, as far as the MCU skins, Phil said that this was something that was being heavily considered and very likely to show up in the near future. I'm taking that as a big yes, being that the devs aren't stupid and they know that the movie skins are something that people have wanted for a while now, and it would be completely asinine to not include it in the game at some point. As long as the skins aren't $14 a piece like they are now. But I digress. Probably the most exciting thing to come out of the dev stream was the mention of Armor 2.0. So the armor system is getting a total overhaul with new features and quality of life changes. Phil stated that he himself have seen the changes that they are making to the armor system, and he promises that it will be worth the wait. This is excellent news because myself, Watch the Armory, Lejeune, and even Miller have expressed our displeasurement with the armor system in this game. It's very dry, and having to look at stats for every single piece of gear that you find to see if there's some form of augment on it, instead of seeing some type of physical augment that changes the appearance of the armor, just gets tiresome after a while. So hopefully Armor 2.0 winds up being the knockout that they hope it'll be. But the big questions, unfortunately, are still looming overhead. Where's Hawkeye? Where's Black Panther in the Wakanda update? Where's Spider-Man? Where's the PS5 update? And sadly, it looks like we're going to have to keep waiting for those answers. Though, I will say this, I think this is a situation of don't shoot the messenger here. Andy Wong, who is the social media manager for Avengers, was on the stream right alongside Phil and said the following. Believe me when I tell you, there are things that we want to say and talk about and just can't at the moment. And there it is, right there. These guys really want to talk to us and keep us more informed than they are, but it just doesn't seem to be up to them. If someone above you tells you to keep your mouth shut on certain subjects, then unfortunately you have to keep your mouth shut. And I don't blame them there. I wouldn't risk my job either, just to appease an online chat. So sadly, it looks like we're going to have to just keep watching and waiting for right now. But my personal opinion, and take that for whatever you think it's worth at the moment, since you guys just seem to love it when I make Avengers videos, I don't think we're going to be waiting too much longer for some good news. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you as always for watching, and be sure to follow me on social media, subscribe if you're new, follow the Twitch chat, and the Discord, all of which will be linked down in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.